Dr. Laura Dabney here with you to talk about COVID coping. I have a series of videos in which I answer 4 questions per video that I've been hearing from patients, friends, and family on how to cope. It's been such an interesting time. I've been inundated with questions and concerns and problems, and I just pretty sure if I've heard this from several people, it might be a question or concern of yours as well. So today I want to talk about guilt and anger about having more family. More family is supposed to be good. Well, it's also not supposed to be good. In other words, there is no supposed to. There's no right or wrong here. If you've been an empty nester, or if you've not had a certain child or parent or somebody with you and now you do, totally normal to have feelings about that. Guilt and sadness and anger about that is normal. So realize that. Get on a schedule with these people. Don't just let them totally take over your life just because they're in your home. Schedule time with them to do things. Make sure it's a balance of things they like to do, things you like to do, and also it's perfectly normal for you to take time for yourself. You can stop in the middle of a family planning session and say, so sorry, got some project I want to take care of. I'll be done at 3. Talk to you then. Okay? Frontliners. Frontliners have a unique situation here. They are exposed daily, hearing a lot, and they're hearing also from the media all this stuff. They can be wallowing in feeling like they're drowning in all the negativity. This is a good time to keep a grateful journal. I always talk about journaling with a purpose. Go ahead and write down a few things you're grateful for every day, maybe before you go to sleep at night or when you wake up in the morning. Just turning your attention to something grateful can really help balance that mess you're seeing on the other end. Also, get together with other frontliners. Getting together with somebody who can really experience what you're experiencing, that increased empathy can be very helpful. I hear this a lot with my vets. When they get together with other vets, it's just a whole different experience. So go ahead and get together with them, see if you can help each other. Please turn off the media. There's nothing wrong with it. There is no glory. A lot of my patients feel there's some kind of a glory or increased camaraderie if they share the pain with somebody they don't even know. They hear about these stories, and they feel sad, and they kind of mope around, and somehow that's good. It's not. There's no reason to do that. Go ahead and turn off the media. You're getting enough at the front lines. Fear of being able to provide. Again, so normal. With all the economic crisis that's coming along with this, completely normal. Now's the time to ask for help, okay? There is no bronze star, there's no gold crown, there's nothing to gain from not asking for help, especially during this time. Accountants, lawyers, bankers, reach out to them, call them. They have information. They're the first people to get the information. Happy to disperse it. If you have some sense that of conflict, of a neediness is somehow shameful, it's a great time to help get over that and get some help. There's nothing wrong with it. It's really no reason not to. Okay. Also, if you there's also online help if you need to, or in-person support. This is a time to share with other people your burdens. You say maybe saying I don't have time, but share with your spouse. Then make sure you provide time to set aside to take care of you. Burning yourself out to provide because you're afraid is just going to cause problems on the other end. Okay, anger that someone is in the house that works. Okay, so you may have lost your job and have this terrible resentment that someone has kept their job. I hear this a lot from women who have been women historically earn less than their husbands, so they may be the ones volunteered to stay home and be the one to be the teacher. They're resentful because they're not teachers, they don't like teaching, yet they may be stuck teaching while their spouse, husband continues to work at their job. So the resentment at them you may feel like guilty having that resentment. It's maybe hard to share it with them, but it's super important. Get some side set of time with your spouse to talk this out. It doesn't mean you have to yell at them, and you can say both. You can say, I'm very grateful, but I'm also aware of this resentment, and we need to talk about it. That keeps the resentment from building and blowing. Also, what can you do to divide up the responsibilities? Perhaps you can proofread something of his for his job, or make a few phone calls to help with his job if he would do a little bit with the teacher or whatever your responsibilities are now in the home. Sharing the load can be a great way to bond with your significant other. Also, protected time. Don't forget, just because things have changed, I always recommend spouses have protected time to just talk. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything important or extravagant or over the top or even about emotions, just have that protected time to feel bonded, which may also help decrease the resentment. Okay, we'll be coming up with a few more of these, so stay tuned.